Hi everyone, you're watching John FX, and this is the overview of Forex market for the 3rd of March. I'll share with you my ideas of where to look for the possible entry points, and we will also have a look at what happened today, a little bit of the results of trades. So actually, for the last 2 days, I had quite nice trade, as you can see here, not even one losing trade for these 2 days, and of course, I have some trades with a bit different pairs. Not everything I show you and tell you about in my videos, but we're going to look as usual at the main pairs. I'm not showing the other pairs because you see, guys, the crosses, they have a little bit wider spreads, and the distances, like the stop losses, they're a bit bigger. That's why, for example, with my bigger account, I can trade those pairs, but usually quite a lot of you are trading with a bit smaller account, so that's why I prefer to talk a bit more about the major pairs because they have smaller spreads and a bit more predictable. Okay, so let's start with euro dollar as usual. First of all, also guys, I wanted to tell you tomorrow there will be some news for euro and US and pound. Yeah, the main important possible news which I could be tomorrow is in the UK there will be talking about the budget, right? Something like a report, but there are no exact time at what time it will be. And also for the stimulus in the US, tomorrow they're saying it could be approved. So, and also there is no time, unfortunately. So that's why, guys, for example, for tomorrow, I will be looking for, as usual, my consolidation areas, and hopefully the market will calm down before anything going to happen. But you need to be really attentively watching it if you are looking to place the orders tomorrow, because there could be spikes, right? Jumps, I mean, ups and downs, could be volatility, it could be unexpected, so be really careful with that. So you better to really keep an eye on it. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're starting with euro dollar, guys. So the video yesterday I made, remember we had an entry point here, so that was a profitable trade, and pretty much as expected the market jumped out from the this level, right? So exactly the level which we have it here, and except the jump was quite big, so it wasn't just a small correction or something, but it's actually had a really big jump. So now at this moment, guys, I have to say I have no orders at all, because this movement needs to start to consolidate. Right now, you see it stopped, but not giving me anything. So pretty much, you see this movement, that's what I was telling you guys. I have placed my orders at night, right? Before the Asian session, I said I will be leaving them active because quite a lot of movements happening during the Asian session. So that's why right now there is nothing here, even because here we had a bit of consolidation. At this moment nothing, and during Asian session this movement can either continue up or maybe it can go down, right? Or maybe of course it can start to consolidate right here, and then I will be looking at possible entry points, but this moment is not giving me anything, and I can't place the levels. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Of course, the first I will be looking at before the open of European session, where the market will be. So, and then of course we will see during before the American session that where it will prepare, because it might make movement, and then we will see. Because you see, for example, here today, guys, the movement was first happened, and then it went down here, and then changed the direction, right? But there was no consolidation for me here, just using one candle. I don't usually like to use, the jumps from the one level another level. I usually wait for a little bit of consolidation for a bit better confirmation that we're turning around or something was slowing down, and then something is going to happen, because you see this movement could easily continue the way down. But as we expected, actually, it turned around because there was nothing from America to give for that continuation, which was expected, because more news will be at the end of the week. So uh, that's why, well, except tomorrow about this stimulus, it could possibly make a movement. So let's see where it's going to consolidate at the opening of the first European session. So now going to pound dollar. The same, the good move happened at night again during Asian session for me. I mean, it's not huge, but still enough was to take a small profit on this movement. And then you see, guys, this was a consolidation. It was possible actually to place another order here, placing a pending buy order and possibly placing a sell order from here. Pending orders, guys, it's all pending orders with the distances. Don't forget, please. It's not buying or selling straight away. I never do that. I do sometimes something like that, but usually I prefer for these little consolidations. And unfortunately, I didn't place any orders. But I'm just pointing out where you could look at this, because you see I'm not at this moment. It's going into a little bit more part-time trading, because I'm not exactly all the time at the screen at every moment. But if you have this possibility of looking for things like that, then you know what to look for, right? So you see it went up all the way, and which is also was quite expected. That's why I have all those levels, and one of them was a stopping point. And right now also there is nothing from pound for me, and quite possible that before this report about the budget, it will give us a possibility, something like that, maybe around here, to place new orders. Okay, guys, so that's why I'm waiting for pound go around either this area, and it would be nice around this level, or maybe during Asian session it will go to about 140 and start to maybe sit around it, or on top of it, somewhere around this area. Okay, guys, so of course, if possible, I will see those consolidations where I will place my orders, because right now I don't have any orders, and I'll try to possibly send screenshots through Telegram, okay, which is Jana FX. But if not, that's the levels I'm looking for, those consolidations. Dollar Canadian, as you can see, did not also consolidate, just had a jump, got to this level, jumped from that, and broke that area, because I was waiting hopefully for possible again countdown in this area. That's why again there is no entry for me. That moment I'm waiting for either start to possibly go inside this maybe area, or go back again here, and then I will be looking to place the orders. This moment is pretty much nothing. Dollar yen, the same situation, absolutely nothing. Didn't go into the area where I would really love it to see. Just had a little bit, move, and that's pretty much it. Let's see tomorrow if it will sit in the same area, maybe go still a little bit higher, or maybe still go a little bit down. That should be a bit nicer, and then we will be able to see to possibly place some orders. Australian dollar, as you can see, nothing happened at night. It's just I was expecting. You see that level? It broke and touched exactly as I thought it would do. That's why I had no orders. And today it came back into this area, which I thought great. I could have placed my orders again from one level to buy, and from the other one pending order sell. But unfortunately it broke straight through. And that's why again it needs to either go back down to this level or continue the way to my next possible level. So, and until then I'm not placing any orders. So this moment is just a waiting time, which is pretty normal. We don't want to jump on every single trade and catch the wolf losses, right? So pound yen also didn't place the orders during Asian session, because I explained to you why, guys. That's what exactly happened. It's moved at night, touched this level, and then turned around. Also gave a little bit of consolidation. It was possible to place the orders, but I decided not to risk it. And it's also came back in this area I wanted to, but then jumped out a little bit, so I'm waiting for it to come down, and hopefully to go and move possibly around this area, okay? But this moment it's also pretty much nothing. I wanted also to say, guys, because this budget might move the pound pairs, you can have a look at the other pairs and look for those consolidations. Okay, so where you see a bit more consolidation before this a possible London session, then it could be a possibility to place the orders. You see, I do look for those pairs quite often. I quite like actually pound CHF, but these crosses, I'm saying, they are wider, much wider. For example, if you look at placing the orders with the strategy I use, you see the channels much, well, not a lot, but still it's about 30, could be even more wider, and but they do make actually quite nice moves. So it's possible to have a look, because yes, there could be the movements tomorrow. Okay, and euro pound also could be an opportunity. You see it started to sit underneath the level, so it's a bigger time frame, and it's possibly it could be good place now finally to place the orders, right? So because there could be reaction and possibly euro might finally started to have revenge, okay, on the pound. I'm looking, of course, like I said, technically more towards going up, but I don't know. You see, the channel is about 20 pips. If it will sit in it, and maybe I will be placing also sell pending order because you never know what can be in that report. But I think the expectation that it will be a bit negative for pound, but you never know. That's what I'm saying. But of course, placing the orders both directions is also once again I'm warning you, it could be risky because it could create this week, you know. It might jump down and come back. And you see, the point is I will be placing my orders with the EA, you see, so that's the pending order buy. But I'm going to wait, like I'm saying, for London opening before it and see if it's still going to sit in this channel, right? So this is where I will be placing, except there will be a little bit of the news for euro, but they're not like supposed to be very strong. But of course, it could be reaction, but I'm going to miss those ones and more concentrating on possible pound news, and that's why that would be the orders way is, you know, I have 20 pips up and 20 pips down plus a bit of the spread, okay? So it depends if you have, and so sometimes if it will have a week like this, it might not move enough, so that's why pretty much it would be better to watch it and of course to try to get your to move your stop loss as usual into a safe area, okay? uh, Yes, because then it can turn around and go into the other way a bit better. Of course, the same, it might jump up and then fall again. You see, we don't know what exactly is going to be in that report and how the market will react on that. You see, that's the main issue, guys, because there is no numbers or anything, at least to think what possibly to expect. So, but technically, as you can see, technically looking, yes, euro pound, it looks like it needs to go for correction. The same it was with the pound dollar, as you saw, it's a little bit looking and needs a bit of correction the other way around. So we will see, but at least something we already have for euro pound. With the other pairs, it's all needs to be waiting. But once again, euro pound, they are not active. The orders are not active. They will be only before the London opening. Gold also has nothing except I had here a little bit of the, I placed the order for sale, pending order sale. If you saw the results I showed you, there was a trade for gold. And you see it was a very small movement. So, and it's, again, it also was placed with my EA. So I decided to do it last night after I made um, the review of the market, but I said that I didn't have it because I wasn't expecting a big move actually at night, so I just put it as for my risk, you see, guys. Didn't want to you fallen and risking it because you never know, it could just have a small movement or and then turn around. So anyway, there is nothing again at this moment, definitely nothing I'm going to place today because yesterday at least I was talking about these bottoms. At this moment I don't have anything and it's pretty much nowhere for me, and except of course if it will start to consolidate here before the American session opening, right, then I will have a look at placing orders. But right now I'm not going to place anything at night. Today there is nothing. So, and tomorrow if it stays here, it's here. If it goes down to this level and that level, if it will go up, then of course like the previous stop somewhere around here. But I think it might more sitting in here and give us a possible channel. So that's pretty much it, guys. Quite fast review today because there is nothing really at this moment, and I think the players were taking advantage of dollar because there is nothing pretty much was for it today, and we will see what to do tomorrow. Okay, so happy trading everyone, and I see you in my next review tomorrow. Bye.